Hey everybody, Forever Retro 82 here. Hope you're staying safe and being well out there. I have a unboxing and review to do for a product because sometimes I need to spend money on myself because, we all do once in a while. Something that's not, faux pas and overly expensive, something cool. And, well, I don't know why I buy these because the last one I bought one of these, I was drunk as fuck and I did a review on it. I'm talking about the Neo Geo controller, of course. Highly still recommend that. But I bought something again when I was talking to a friend the other night because I really want one to work properly because the last one didn't. I'm not a fan of this company, but I went ahead and bought one of these. I'm not a fan of Retrobit at all. But here's the thing, it's been a few years, about 3 or 4 years since I last played with mine. And I remember the down direction was giving me too much issues when I was playing Battle Arena Toshinden 2. It's one of my favorites. I know you don't like it, but fuck off. I don't care about your opinion, okay? I like the game. The music is awesome. It's something I like. It's not groundbreaking or award-winning or anything, but it is one of those PlayStation games I actually do like. So there you go. It's probably the only one, too. The first one was okay, but then the second one came out and it just made it obsolete. And then the third one came out and it was four. I think four was released in Japan only. That was also so yeah. So the second game though, fun game, awesome, great music. The game looks like shit, but that's all PlayStation games in my opinion. Anywho, not important. So the thing about this, the reason why I bought this is because in my heart of hearts, opinions of opinions, this is the best retro controller that money can buy. The Saturn Model 2, perfecto. I mean, this has it all. You have you have 6 face buttons here, and you have 2 on the shoulder. So you have a 6-button, basically an 8-button game controller, and you have the D-pad that is pretty similar to what you had on the Beam controller. Now, if this didn't exist, you would have to basically buy a Beam controller, the OEM, or some kind of knockoff, and get an adapter and play it that way. And to me, that just sounds complete and utter fucking too much of an issue, right? I thought about getting adapters for some of my controllers since my Bliss box broke. That was given to me by a friend. That thing needs to be, how should I say this? More for the money. It needs to be more sturdy and filled with quality instead of just filled with shit and selling you on what it can do and then have break because the chips on there are not soldered right, because that's what happened with mine. One of the legs just off. Pissed me off because I liked that thing. I was using, and not only that, I mean I was using it for like Super Nintendo and such, but for some reason the NES wouldn't work, nor would the N64. Everything else worked fine on it. So maybe I'm just better off getting adapters, or maybe I'm just better off buying USB controllers for systems if I want to go that route. Because don't get me wrong, I like a be-all end-all controller for emulation and whatnot. We're unboxing this, by the way. I should go ahead and aim this down for you so you can see. I just got the lid open, or I got the little stickies on the side off. So prior to doing this, and but the thing is yeah. Forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I mean, like I said, yeah, there we go. My brain finally caught up to itself. Like I said, I use the SN30 Pro, and if you guys want to see what that looks like, I mean, I'm already showed you, but I'll go ahead and show you again. I mean, this is what I've been usually using lately because it models the SNES, and SNES is great, but there's a couple problems I hate with this fucking controller. First of all, these fucking face buttons right here. They always get in the way. They're like this. I think it's this one. That's the game button. And when I press that button, it interrupts my gameplay, and it fucking makes me pissed off. It happened a lot during my Shinobi stream, and other streams in the past, I think too. And I mean, this has 4 shoulder buttons, and that's the norm. But I'm sorry, it just does not feel right. I mean, it doesn't do it for me, is what I'm saying. But I use it, I can. I just, and and there's analogs too, so I can play my 3D games. I mean, it's not a bad controller. I mean, if I were to give it a rating, I'd give it an A, not an A plus or an A minus, but an A, because it's good. It does the job, and Everything controls fine, but nothing compared to this thing. Granted, this is better than the one I bought in the past. So let's see what we get inside. Okay, well, we get the controller. I mean, sorry about the lighting. It's just it's my room after all. It doesn't have that great of lighting. Let's see. Oh, we got some goodies in here. What do we got in here? We have let's see, share a bit of your retro side. Oh, a thank you for your purchasing from Retrobit. Whoop-de-fucking-do. Well, I would say you're welcome, but I need to find out if your thing is a piece of fucking garbage first. Unlike the and then we got something that's similar to a sheet of toilet paper. It's a little thicker. I mean, you could probably still wipe your ass with it, It gives you default button mapping. I mean, that's not going to be important because it's usually the emulator that tells you, hey, this is what you need to do in order to make your button functions in that particular order. And it also gives you an activation of the macro for when you use this on the other systems that it is built for. So, for instance, you want the Nintendo Switch Online Sega mode. It remaps layout ideal for NSO Sega Library. You press A and start together, much like the continue code Mario. For input switch, that's if you want your it changes between D input and X input. That's probably important if I ever want to use this for like Steam games and whatnot, and probably even with what the games I'm going to be showcasing this evening. So that's going to be B and start. And then, of course, C and start is for the Sega Gen MD Classics. That's ideal. And then you can also set them up to where the D-pad acts like an analog stick. I would not recommend that because if any of you remember playing 3D games on a PlayStation that did not have an analog, but you had a D-pad, I'm pretty sure you don't miss that shit. So, first of all, I gotta say that is a long and thick ass. Let's get it out of here. Let's get it out of this in case. That wire is, dude, that's thicker than a Snicker. Kind of like how I like my linen, dude. Holy shit. Now this is okay. It's got some protective film on it. I don't know. You can probably see that glare a little bit. I'm trying to give you guys a little bit more light. This fucking camera sucks when it comes to lighting. You can see, but you can see the glare. It's got. I get to take that off in a minute. But we need to see how it feels in the hands. So far, I haven't pressed any of the buttons yet, but so far it feels okay. The shoulder buttons are a little bit more stiffer than I remember. ABC feels alright. XYZ, yeah, these feel perfectly fine. The D-pad, okay. It feels alright, but, we need to find out how the directions feel when we're playing a game. So, anyways, I'm going to take off this protective film because we don't need it anymore. We bought this. I bought this off eBay for $24. That's usually the going rate. So if you want to pick one up yourself, if this video has deterred you to do so, go ahead. I mean, because I was trying to find it cheaper, and maybe if I dug around a little more, I could have found it cheaper. But I just said, you know what, fuck it. I got the money. Why nitpick? I like to try to find the best bargain. But now, look at this wire, though, bro. That is so fucking thick. That's not going to break under any circumstance unless you were to take a snipping. But yeah, that is... I like that. That's thick. Let's compare that to the wire. If you compare them together, it's not as... you can tell it's... this is still thick, but this is standard wire. But you can tell that the Sega one is or the Retrobit one is a lot thicker. So, I'm happier with that because that way it has more protection. But none of that matters if the D button does not work. Or the D... I'm sorry, I'm all over the place in this fucking thing outside. I was trying to figure out how to conduct myself in this video to make it not as fucking annoying or cringe or anything. I can't. That's how I am by default. But it feels okay. But we're gonna test this. This definitely feels better too. It feels better than the one I had. But an ex-friend of mine, he had it was a white one. It wasn't my Retrobit. At least I don't think it was. I think he got it from Japan or somewhere. Anyways, it was a white one, and it was so plastic and cheap. This actually has some quality feel to it. It does. It's light though. It is light, but you know, so was the beam controller. The beam controller may have been, if from memory serves me, a little heavier than this, but this is okay. This will do. I mean, if you throw this on the other hand, it's likely to break. Unfortunately, I mean, the other one I had. Okay, I need to retract myself. That is a lot more. Has a lot more resistance in the middle than the old one I had did, so they definitely did their homework on that. I mean, I want to like this controller, and I'm going to test it out, and I hope to God it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to play a couple quick little fighters, you know, play a round or two, see how it feels, and I'll try to film myself playing, like I did with the Neo Geo one. And then we'll play like something retro, like, you know, Super Nintendo or Genesis, or maybe even the Saturn itself. I'll have to look and see what I can do there. So sit tight and relax if you want to, or stress if you want to. I don't give a fuck what you do, man, during these videos. I really don't care. As long as you enjoy yourself to some degree. But I'm going to go ahead and unplug the controller I'm currently using and plug this one in. And get this set up to play some Street Fighter, and hopefully I can get it set up to play Mortal Kombat, which is hard to do on MAME, by the way, but I'm sure I'll be able to figure it out. But I'm doing this for you. I'm doing that for you. So if that's interesting to you, awesome. So just sit back, relax, enjoy yourself, grab yourself a beer or some food or whatever it is you want to do, and I'm gonna get this party started. So let's do it, huh? Yush. Alright, here we go with some Street Fighter 2. I'm backing up so you can see my thumbs on the controller a lot more cleaner, better. So, yeah, I got Hyper Fighting loaded, so... I mean, so far it feels great in the hand, very comfortable, no complaints so far. But it all depends on how it controls, right? Let's pick my boy. Alright, let's see how we play. Well, the down works. Hallelujah there. I mean, I've not played Hyper Fighting in a while, so I got used to speed. So far, so good. I'm getting my ass kicked by Guile, but that's kind of goes with the territory. I can throw Hadoukens really well, but can I throw a Shoryuken? Yeah, this feels great in the hands. It really does. I'll have to use this for a while and see how it holds up, though. Alright, come here, you flat-top dickhead. I got something for you. Oh, you're gonna spam? Fine, I can spam too, motherfucker! Alright, Shoryuken works well. Both sides! That's what I'm talking about, because that's the problem I always have with new controllers. Is not being able to do a Shoryuken on either side. Like, it'll work on this side, but then, like, I'll go on, like, the other side, and, of course, it won't fucking work all that well. I'm able to pull everything off rather easily. It's very comfortable to use. And like I said, the D-pad doesn't have that squeeze when you press down like I did with the old controller. So, I think they did their homework. It's controlling rather well. No complaints so far. Let me see if I can beat Ken's ass before moving on. Oh, I'm dizzy. Of course. Come on, do your fucking... The Hurricane Kick and fucking Shoryukens like you do a million fucking times. Come on! Or I can just spam Hadoukens, no problem. Yeah, eat shit. There we go! You know, when I was a kid, that shit used to piss me off. All you gotta do is block it and throw them afterwards. Simple. Ken, you're too vocal. Shut up. I had enough of that shit for one day. Yeah, but yeah, we got the arcade control right in my fucking thumbs, man. This is what I'm talking about. Great shit. Whore your mother. How about that? So yeah, Street Fighter works absolutely excellent. But how does Mortal Kombat run? We'll have to see. Alright, unfortunately, I can't be bothered with trying to remap this shit, but I'll just play as is and I'll figure out the buttons. I'm only going to play like a couple matches anyway. So. But I did try. I did try. Here, I'll pick Sub-Zero this time. Sub-Zero. The sound design in this game still holds up, in my opinion. I love the announcer and everything. Alright. Alright, we found low punch. That's good. Feels great, though. I just wish I had this better mapped. Obviously. I normally don't... She normally doesn't beat me. Problem is, like I said, the shit's not mapped right, so... But yeah, it feels very fine. Like, nothing feels tight, like overly tight. It just works, you know, like it should. Like a good controller should. So... That's amazing! Arcade controls in the palm of my hand. I love this shit. Oh. I want to rip her fucking head off, so I need to find out what high punch is on this bitch. Okay, that's gonna be high punch. Okay. There we go. Now, when I was a kid, I didn't think that was her spine or the spine. I thought he like took a chain and ripped her head off with it, because I just thought metal when I was a kid. Let's see if I can beat Scorpion with this shitty fucking unmapped control scheme. Come on. There we go. Let's see if I can rip his fucking head off, too. Yeah, but if you want my... everything feels good. Like, nothing feels out of place. Everything feels fine. Which can't be said for, like, shit bags like the fucking Xbox 360 controller. That's the worst D-pad of all time. Next to the, like, say, Jaguar, I would say. You know, I've just noticed in the arcade version, when you rip Scorpion's fucking head off, I'll go ahead and get out of that, I noticed there's blood on his face. I never noticed that before. See, that's why I love retro games. Is sometimes you can just figure things out and see things that you don't notice before until later. I mean, obviously the games are, you know, great and classic and all that, but on top of that, you get to see some more. Anyways, now we're going to go to play a couple, like, just standard retro games and see how this controller fixed up with that. With fighting games, though, 10 out of 10. They work absolutely fine. The D-pad is fluid, it's smooth, it doesn't feel wrong, or you don't feel any sponginess. Because I'm pretty sure some of you out there who've used a controller, when you got, like, a new one and it's, like, an off-brand or whatever, it's spongy. Thankfully, I'm very shocked to say this is not. It feels great. So let's go ahead and take a look at a couple more, other retro games that are not arcade and see how they hold up there. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine, but just for some extra content for you to watch. So sit back and let's get that going. We are going to play the first stage of one of my favorite games on the Saturn. Very underrated, very unloved, and it pisses me off to this day that people don't love this fucking game. I'm talking about a stall. I streamed this game a while back, and it's such an amazing game. It's beautiful to look at. The music is fantastic. It's definitely a masterpiece in terms of the presentation, at least. The gameplay is a little simplistic, but so is Mario Brothers, right? So more people need to play this, and if you haven't, you need to play it too. It's mandatory if you're a retro gamer. It's absolutely, it's beautiful. I'm not pressing start fast enough, obviously. I got the buttons set up as they're supposed to be, so everything should work as it should. Of course. The journey begins. I mean, all you got to do is look at this game. It's so beautiful, the pastel look, and just look at it. It's hot! I mean, you don't see hand-drawn animation like this anymore. I mean, you got some indie games that kind of have that look, but I kind of think they're either AI or CG still in some way. If I am wrong, please correct me. But I appreciate two-dimensional games that have this amount of art. I mean, you got some parallax scrolling going on. Like I said, the gameplay's a little simple, but God, this game went under the radar. No one, it's unloved, and it pisses me off. It's a good game. It's good to play through at least once or twice. Or maybe even more than that. Well, now we get to hear that chef's kiss acting. Oh, yeah? Well, I'm gonna blow you all the fuck away. That's what I'm gonna do. Don't be... If you blow in this game, that's perfectly fine, but if you blow as a male, you're gay. And that's unfortunate. You stupid bird, get out of my way!
Get away from me, you stupid bird. Quit following me.
I'm sorry, quit following me. Yeah, there's a little bit of audio skipperoos and shit because, unfortunately, it's emulation. But, for the most part, everything sounds as it should. See, she'll help you find fruit and shit. Okay, well, that time she didn't help me out. Oh, fuck you, then. Be on my shoulder and be useless. But yeah, you just throw guys, you pound the shit out of others, and that's pretty much it. And you get to enjoy this beautiful art. Watercolors and pastel. It's just beautiful, man. I love looking at this. I mean, it's just like seeing a beautiful goth girl that's thick that's just looking at you, giving you a smile. Same feeling I get when I look at this game. It's truly a work of art, and it was definitely Sega at their best when they were trying something new, which is something they don't do these days. Now they cater to the fucking Sonic fanboys who are frothing at the mouth about not being trans. Poor babies, cry some more. Yatta! You gotta play Estelle, though. It's mandatory. You need to get the game, play it through. We gotta hear the beginning of this music, though, here, because, oh my god, this is orgasmic to me. I love the presentation, it's so good! But listen to that. Oh, I'm coming. Oh. It's so good. That piano, and oh my god. This is the sound we need back in video gaming! This! Piano, acoustics, that melody, it just hits you. It hits you in a way that no other game can hit you. It's just so nice. I could just sit here and just listen to this shit all night, but I can't. As much as I would like to. I would... I mean, just look at this game. Look at it. Listen to it. This is art, my friends. Estelle on the Sega fucking Saturn. You need to play it. Mean to make it your life's mission to play this game. If you don't, then first of all this, and I'm disappointed in you. So, yeah. Okay, before I play this one, this was known as Shinobi X in Japan. The game was so cheesy, so bad, that Sega was embarrassed and didn't want to release it over here in America. So, a little company known as Vic Tokai said, hey, we think this game has potential to be good. So we want to bring it over to the States. So they did. And it didn't sell very well. So, Sega did not receive the failure of bringing it over here as much as Vic Tokai did for bringing it over. That's the story I heard, though. I could be absolutely wrong about that, but that's the story I heard. And to me, that's just too funny not to mention. So we're going to play a stage of this. Yeah, so this is Shinobi Legions. So, yeah, that's cool. I don't dislike this game, but I will say it's heavily flawed. Because... Well, so, let's go ahead and let's just play. Because we're just going to play one level anyways. But see, I mean, this is basically, I wouldn't say a sequel to Shinobi 3, but it is the following game after Shinobi 3. I mean, just look at this shit. I mean, come on. I mean, look, I can appreciate this. I can. But it just looks so bad. It's so... The cheese. Anyways, let me get the controller back in view. See if I remember how to play this crap game. Yep, B to slash your sword, C to jump, and I think A to throw shurikens. Yep, there we go, so... I mean, this game is not horrible, but it's not very... Like I said, it's not good. It's flawed. First of all, the digitization does not work for me. I don't hate digitization in video games. In some games it works really well, like Mortal Kombat, for instance, but for an action-adventure game like this, or Batman Forever, I'm not really fond of that style. I mean, it controls fine. You can do double jump, and it's smooth. It's just... But I'm telling you, later on, that double jump's going to fuck you up in ways that's going to make you want to rage quit. Because sometimes it just simply doesn't respond. And there's an area later, I believe you ride these... railroad thing, or mine carts and shit, you know, like Donkey Kong Country, and it's like, Jesus Christ, you need that double jump to work. At least from my experience. What I like about this first stage music, though, it kind of reminds me of Goemon a little bit, because you guys know how much of a Goemon fan I am. Love the series. This, not so much, but I like it enough to play through it, you know, or to play it. I've never beaten it, though, I can tell you that. I've gotten pretty far, though. I mean, if this is actually considered the follow-up to Shinobi 3, the Ninja Master, oh my god, talk about a few steps back. Because that game was a masterpiece. And that's your ninja magic, apparently. If memory serves me. Yeah. The thing is I didn't even press anything, I just grabbed it, so... Don't ask me! Like, there's still aspects of this game I don't understand. But I like the blood, that's pretty neat. And the cherry blossoms in the background are a nice touch, even though they're fucking just cardboard images, aka pre-rendered. I'm not a fan of pre-rendering, never have been. But I guess it works if it needs to happen, I guess. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm getting my ass kicked, because this game is not very easy. It definitely need practice. But anyways... Yeah, it controls fine. I don't feel like I don't have control. I mean, a double jump even works, though I would have problems if I played more into this game. It's like, I don't... Like, I'll say it one last time. I don't hate this game. I don't. It's just flawed. We went from Shinobi 3 the Ninja Master to this, and I'm like, the fuck? What happened, Sega? What the fuck happened? Okay, this is starting to piss me off. It's like, do I have to stay ducked? Jesus. Okay, I got some health. That's good. Okay, can this level end now? I'm done. Or should I say I'm done? Oh, do we have boss? Alright, let's see if we can beat this fucker. Why not? Ooh, look at those nifty, naughty effects on the Saturn. Basically, that's a devil's mask. I forgot the name of it in Japan, so forgive me. I guess we can just call it an Oni mask, maybe? Let's see if I can beat him for the video. That'd be cool. But nope. Do I start on him? Because if I start on him, I want to at least beat this fucker before we move on. Yes. Alright, bastard. I know your little game. Like, the music in this game is excellent. Except for, like, the first stage was really nice. It sounded like Goemon. Yeah, I can run, though, and I can move around. I mean, like I said, there's no, like, issues with the fucking D-pad like there was with the first one I got. So I'm very happy with that. I feel in control, and it feels so comfortable on my thumbs. Even more so than the SN Pad 30. It's softer. It's softer, but it responds nicely. Meaning, it's not a pile of shit. Like the first one I got, so I'm quite happy with that. And down goes the Oni mask. Sayonara, Esamin Shiza Dunkov, you're a piece of fucking shit. But yeah, that's Shinobi Legion. I suggest giving it a try. You might like it, and you might not like it. It's one of those things, so... Yeah. Say if you want to play Symphony of the Night, or Castlevania Dracula X Nocturne in the Moonlight on the Saturn, that's fixed. You can do that too with this controller now. You can play it the way God intended. Yes, I know it's a rushed port, but you know they got it fixed. So hey, there's no reason why you can't play through this now. There's no reason. I mean, it looks great. It looks wonderful now. So all the problems that were in this game are no longer. Cue my favorite song from the game. This is my second favorite Castle, or should I say God damn it, Metroidvania. Portrait of Ruin being the first, because that game was just fucking awesome from beginning to end. Loved it. This isn't a bad game at all. Not at the slightest, no. But it's not the best be-all, end-all Metroidvania. It's a damn good one, though. Second place is not bad. Not in my book. But yeah, I mean, they kind of fixed a lot what was wrong with the original game. Or should I say what was wrong with the original release of Castlevania Dracula's... I want to say Symphony of the Night, but it is, but it's also called Dracula X Nocturne Moonlight. It was basically a follow-up to Castlevania Dracula X. Or Chini no Rondo, a.k.a. Rondo of Blood. But yeah, it plays as God intended, so you can play it on a Saturn controller instead of using your controller thinking you're playing the PlayStation game. Some actually consider this the more complete port, and I would have to agree to some extent, because you can play all the characters from the get-go, not just a la carte. I know about the trick, but I'm not going to try here because I'm lazy. And it's translated too. They use the PSP's. To put an end to this. A la carte sounds gay. I'm sorry. I kind of like them better in the PlayStation release. They took the PSP cutscenes and they put them in this, so that way you would have the English intact.
Step aside, old man.
Such arrogance. Very well, but I shall see you very soon.
Does he go Nani or what? I was hoping him to go Nani, because in the original, if memory serves me, that's what he does. But yeah, you can play Nocturne in the Moonlight and enjoy yourself. Now, the problem is, I don't remember if there's a map. There is. Okay, there is. It's up and start. I kind of... Because I remember... I remember they put some things in this game that make it easier. Or not easier, but things that are accessible. So yeah, if you ever need to check the map, press up to start. How about down and start? That's your inventory? Yeah. So it's up and start and down start. So, I mean, you can play through this game if you want. I mean, you've obviously probably had this game on many PlayStation platforms, or even the shitty fucking Android version. I don't know if they made it for iOS. I'm assuming they do. Come on, Konami. Put this fucking game on Steam already. You'd make money, but you hate money. Get off Sony's dick and give us PC gamers what we want. You give us the collections, and that's great. We are so grateful for that, but you need to give us the collection that we all want. That's the double pack of Chini no Rondo, a.k.a. Rondo of Blood, and Dracula X. It would... Or, excuse me, Symphony of the Night. Or Nocturne of Moonlight. Whatever. It's fine. Give us that shit. So, yeah, so you can play this game. And many other Saturn titles as the way it to be controlled. So, let's go ahead and wrap this up in terms of my thoughts and feelings on this device I have here. So, you know... Sometimes a company can redeem themselves. Sometimes they can sell me on a product that's actually worth a damn. And I have to say it. Retrobit did a fine job with this. Did an excellent job with this. It feels good. Like I said, the D-pad does not have any kind of spongy feel, and the buttons feel as I remember them feeling. You know, I will say that the controller is very light, though. And I think the wire is literally heavier than the controller itself, which is fine. I mean, just take care of it. Don't, like, throw it around and treat it like a fucking redheaded stepchild, and you should be okay with this. But yeah, it controls really well. I don't have any complaints. The only thing that is a bummer, though, is, like, say you play, you know, something on the PlayStation, you would have to map these as your L, like this is L1, L2, and then these is R1, R2, and to me that's not ideal. I mean, all you would have to do is unplug this controller and then plug in your old controller, and your config should still be saved in RetroArch if that's what you use for emulation, like I do. So that's the only drawback. But that's not a fault of the controller on its own, no. But like for everything else, it's perfect for that. It feels like it should. It controls as it should. The build quality is, like I said, it's rather good. It's a little light, but you know that plastic is hard this time. I mean, if I were to punch it at full force, it'd probably still break. But I don't intend to, as long as it works. The D-pad is a fucking beaut, though, man. This time around, my gosh. Either they fixed it, or maybe it's just bad memory. I don't think so, though, because I just remember how mad I was with that controller. The one that I'm talking about, the other one, the old one, the one I punched and thrown away years ago because it pissed me the fuck off. So yes, do I recommend this controller? Yes. If I had to give it a rating, S tier, like the SNES and the Sega 6 button, because this is basically the Sega 6 button. It's a little bit more comfortable though because it has these handles on the side. The 6 button on the Genesis doesn't really have handles on it. It's just, you know, it's shaped like a fucking taco shell, you know? You know, not as bad as the N-Gage, but, you know, it doesn't have the extra these, you know, the comfort. I mean, this, like, look at this. It fits around my hand almost perfectly. I mean, it feels good. It's very comfortable. Nothing feels out of place. And the buttons are very high quality. So, I highly do recommend that. Like I said, I got mine for $24.99, and that's pretty much what seems to be the universal price, at least I've seen on eBay. But if you find it for cheaper, get it. Especially because this is brand new. Okay, I didn't buy this used. I bought this brand new because I wanted to give Retrobit a second try. And guys, I think I'm gonna start liking you maybe, because if you can make shit like this and make it work as well as you do, and give you a wire that you can basically choke somebody with to death with, yeah, I highly recommend that. So, anyways, I am Forever Retro 82. I am signing off. I hope you enjoyed this video for what it's worth. I just wanted to show you off this controller and show how it controls in my hand, and I'm very pleased with it. And I wasn't drunk this time. So, I did this completely sober. And I'm pretty sure some of you appreciate that. Some of you may not. I don't know. I mean, you do you. You are your own person, as the old saying goes, right? But you guys keep gaming, keep loving each other, and keep it retro. Until the next time we all see each other again in this beautiful planet filled with dog shit of people. Please do. Take care. Thank you for watching my video. If you liked what you saw and would like to support my channel, please consider being a patron. I'll put your name up with these fine folks who have donated to this channel, and that would be awesome to have you on board. If not, that's entirely up to you. I hope you have a good day and take care.